Hi, welcome back to Tiny Classrooms Live.
Hi, the doctor here, Don Zulu in Taos, New Mexico.
And I'm Artie Nathan, the HR guy here in Las Vegas and the Adirondack Mountains. Our topic today is kind of piggybacking on our last topic of that depression seems to be soaring, and how can managers help?
And it's time for us to reiterate again that we've spoken to before, Artie, that mental health of the workforce needs to be managers' absolute top priority right now. And there's a number of precipitants to depression that are being reported as growing continually, like being tired. Well, tired seems normal. You know, at work you get tired. Tired when you're isolated, tired when you're virtual. Sometimes sets up a situation where you're tired, but you don't have a relief from it. You're not doing the other, outside activities that cause you to recycle and rest a bit.
I think that could lead to people being stressed, and certainly being home with all the pressures at home, the things that you have to do at home, worrying about if your technology is going to work. I think that people are far more stressed today than ever, and managers have to be careful that they don't add to the stress by scheduling too many meetings or assigning too many projects or having too great of an expectation of what people are doing. So I think that stress is something that people definitely have to worry about.
Absolutely right. And that kind of leads to burnout, can it? People are working, and many folks are taking care of children, they're taking care of elderly folks, they're trying to manage their home that's overlaid itself, sandwiched itself on top of the whole work issue, dealing with the pandemic. And after a little while, it erodes us so much that we begin to cope so well. And sooner or later, we start to say, well, what's the point? What's the use? And again, managers can do something about it.
And yeah, I think you're describing people being discouraged, and they're discouraged by all that they have to do at home and at work. And they're discouraged by probably the fact that they don't know what's going on or what's going to happen or when this is going to end. And the longer it goes, the more discouraged, because people are worried about getting back to some kind of normal and worried again that that might not happen soon. So I think that also plays into it.
And all of the above that we've just talked about so far, it leads to distraction. All the demands of home, the demands of children, the demands of what's going on in the world, and the demand of not having that face-to-face interactions that we talked about in the last episode creates in a person the sense that I'm paying attention. I don't know what to do right now. I'm distracted. And that just leads to stress and to discouragement and so on.
And all of these things add up to depression. And managers have to be concerned about this. As you said, mental health is important. And so can you schedule mini vacations for people? Can you say, we're not going to work today, or we're not going to go online today, or I want you to get up and go out and get something, like almost like a little scavenger hunt. Give them something to refocus on. And because if you break this spell of being tired and stressed and burned out and discouraged and distracted, you can help people, as you said, Don, recharge their batteries a little every now and then and get back to more normal, and hopefully stave off this depression that may be growing.
Right, and add in something that for you and I is like a parrot repeating the same words. Catch people doing it right. As your most powerful tool you have, particularly here in this situation, is just catch people doing it right. Say thank you. God, you're doing a good job. Have you taken a break today? Why don't you take an hour off and go play with your kids or something? We can be proactive in reinforcing the self-esteem of the people on the other side of that Zoom call.
And instead of continually sending messages and emails and texts about work, send one or two every now and then about how much you care.
That's right. Absolutely right. And there's no substitute for saying it aloud. This is a good idea, but it ain't the same as looking somebody in the face even on Zoom, and saying thank you. So thank you for being here this evening.